welcome to Fifth Dimension. The Palo Santo is Santoing today. Alright, so I wanted to get started with a healing oracle card. Today has been quite a day, let me just say. Well, it's just the morning, right? But it's been a little bit crazy, actually. The most randomest things have been happening, and it's just like, what is even happening? Anyways, let's just get started. No, that's way too many. Way too many. The one that I did get to read was Inner Child. There's a lot of outside noise, by the way, so that's why I have the meditation playing. You're healing your rejection wounds. All right, we have victim consciousness, we have rejection, we have entrapment, and then we have the phoenix rising. So the transmuting of all that energy, right? Now, this is giving the same thing that has been coming up, which is like that death and rebirth energy, the metamorphosis, the painful ending of something that's using up a lot of your energy to transmute into something else. It's alchemy at its purest, okay? Is exactly what it is that you are in the process of doing. It may not feel like the most productive thing in the world. It may not feel like you even are intentionally doing this. But when you're allowing yourself to feel in those moments, because for some of you, I feel like you're very busy, so like in bits and pieces, you allow yourself to sink into what's boiling up to the surface. But it's boiling up to the surface for a purpose, right? It's being called up. It's being called up to rise. So that it doesn't continue to interfere, so that it can no longer interfere. Oh well, I got a little story. So story time. The little story played out of this like female finally discovering the book. Like if you notice behind her, she's in a library. There's a bunch of rows of books. And I almost feel like she's entrapped in this tower of forever, like, and this is internal, this is like internal reflection. So I pictured like a stone tower. Is this a stone tower? Stop it if it is. In the background. Well, I don't know if that's it. No, it's just a pillar. But it could have been a stone tower. Just kidding. But that's what I got. Like very Rapunzel, a stone column of a tower being entrapped there. But being there also gave her the access to the library, if you will. And then so I see her there like going through the library, even like on a tall wooden ladder to get to all the books. And this is discovering herself, right? Through discovering herself and having the information she needs, but it's almost like she's scoured the entire library. And I apologize for saying she. This is not gender specific. Could absolutely resonate with either gender. I'm just saying she because of the card. But and it almost felt like tirelessly seeking something specific that she was looking for. There was something specific that she was looking for that she did not previously have the information to, which kept her entrapped. It kept her trapped in the tower. And so essentially what she's looking for is the release. How do I get the fuck out of this tower? Because I've got all this inner knowledge now, and I'd like to go like apply that to real life situations at this point. And so finally finding the book, and it's just like, oh bitch, shit's about to start happening, because she found the book with the information that she's been tirelessly seeking. She's been reading all of the fucking books, which means you've been diving deep within your fucking self. You've been very closely inspecting page by page every piece of you, learning things, adapting things, changing things, applying things, or just in some places accepting things from a different perspective within yourself. And then you finally reach the book, which will allow you to figure out how to transmute, how to release, how to get the fuck out. This book has the information on how to get out. That is the title of the book, How to Get the Fuck Out of This Tower. Oh my god. And then I saw the tower card. And I heard, like, the book, the information was actually you gotta crumble the whole fucking tower. That's how you get out. Oh, that's craziness. But anyway, me and my dramatic. If only I was like, well, I'm sure there's AI already, right? Like, to instant animate. My cheap ass is not about to be paying for some subscription to something. Anyways, give me the messages that the collective needs to hear if they are resonating with this. Okay, so we have 5th chakra, finding your voice, finding your ability. It's like plugging in. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. Knowledge is power. Know thyself is what I'm hearing. So know thyself. I'm pretty sure this is like, I'm not going to say which philosopher because I'm absolutely do not know, but it sounds very, it's one of the greatest philosophers that says, know thyself. And so I should actually Google that shit. It's going to bother me. Okay, so I just went into like a little loop. I went, not a loop, a rabbit hole. Socrates and something about the Apollo at Delphi, but it says historians are unsure of exactly where it came from. Okay, so regardless, it was inscribed. And so apparently it just inspired many philosophers, okay? Because it was at the sacred oracle temple of something. But anyways, that's going to be a later for me because I get so obsessed with things like that. And then I love going down rabbit holes and researching because I'm a nerd like that. But anyways, that's what I got. Know thyself. So the idea of know thyself, I'm not going to quote any of the philosophers. I'm just going to say how it applies to me in my own experience when it comes to that is the most difficult thing I feel is to truly know who it is that you are without seeking outside validation or outside opinion or outside anything to navigate the decisions that you make, the thoughts that you think, the behaviors that you behave, you know, without allowing anything from the outside to influence that and deciphering that for yourself, which at the end of the day, it's you choose who you want to be. You choose who you are. But it takes a lot of undoing and a lot of understanding and introspection of yourself. And so that would be the reading of the books, the going and dissecting, the interpreting the smallest things about yourself and your own personal experiences and your own personal journey. And you've done that. You've really gone deep within yourself, analyzing. And like I said, you've adjusted, you've tried this, you've tried that, you've been here, you've been there, you've been like, you're really, like, I'm just gonna say, like, that's something to, like, I respect that about whoever's resonating with this. I respect that about you. Because it's so much easier to take on what everything else. It's so much easier to just fall into what people assume of you, what people expect of you, just to keep comfort, to keep peace, to keep familiarity. But I feel like for you, it's been the opposite. It's been a lot of stumble and chaos to try to undo the heavy pressures of falling into something or some way of being or some way of thinking or some way of whatever within your life. And it's just like you have found the book. And I really think the book is the tower. Like the answer is the tower. It's just you realize that you need to just yourself take it upon your hands to not allow the universe to come and intervene. Because I feel like you've had moments and experiences in your life that the universe has I don't want to say, okay, I'm just going to say it, has had to intervene because there have been red flag that you, for whatever reason, walked right by. Until it led to a point where the universe really had to intervene and pull you out of situations by outside towers that came in to remove aspects that were not for you, were not in your highest good, were only causing the opposite of who you're meant to be, okay? Either causing those behaviors, causing those thoughts, causing those whatever. And really taking the understanding, I feel, is what you're embracing. It's very powerful. And I love that it's a phoenix, because I think I was just skimming through YouTube and seeing something about a phoenix. But anyways, yeah, it's the phoenix energy. It's the energy of realizing that you can take that into your own hands. You don't have to wait for the universe to come and intervene. It's a matter, because I feel like there's this aspect of parts of you which used to allow, and if it doesn't resonate, don't take it, okay? And if it triggers, let it go. It ain't for you. But a part of you that used to wait for the universe to come and intervene, didn't trust, and it's for the purpose of, because you couldn't trust yourself. You couldn't trust yourself to make decisions for, like, truly believing that you know what's best for you. And so you just allowed the universe to just, like, somebody else take the wheel. You know what I mean? And so until you crashed, and then you'd be like, okay, now I can get out of the car. Now I can get out of that car that I didn't want to be in. Ugh, my bad. Sorry, that's just what I pictured. I pictured myself in a car and being like, I ain't driving this shit. Just somebody, and there's nobody to take it, so it just crashes into a tree, and then I'm just like, okay, good, that's over. I can get out. Instead of taking the active measures to, like, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I resonate with that. So if that's something that you used to do, yeah, when I 1000% used to allow the universe to just let shit, if it ain't for me, let it crumble. But from outside aspects, so I suffered a lot for not just taking matters into my own hand and crumbling it myself, if that makes sense. So card number 36 with the second chakra, this is sacral. Yeah, that's gonna resonate. We have the World, card 29, and then we have card 17. The ending, in order to be able to get movement, it's literally the same energy that has been coming out in every single reading with different it just comes out with different cards, like, but it like slithers its way in. Sorry, I'm looking for a deck over here. Let me use this. Yes, it's the same energy that's coming in. It's about being in a process of, like, a standstill energy, because there's this, like, powering up, if you will. There's a powering up of something. Something's powering up in you. And I feel like you are taking initiative in crumbling what needs to be crumbled, and being your own rescuer, instead of allowing the universe to, like, you could be there waiting forever in that tower. But no, you don't want to be in that tower any longer at all. I can feel it. I did see the Hermit, so yeah, it just gives me this like incubation period for sure, especially with the sacral energy being connected to the womb. Some of y'all might be, I was gonna say pregnant, but then I was gonna say fertile. But this is just an energy, so it could just be like really like getting close to being ripe for the creation of something that is life-changing, right? Because a child changes your whole life. But in the energy too, like there's a lot of something. There's a lot of something that's being built up to create, and it could just be the energy of planting seeds to create a different life for yourself. I love it. Because I was shuffling there for a good minute, and then I was just like, no, you should stop shuffling. But then I was like, no, I feel like there's one more that needs to come out, and it's the card that I wanted to come out. You know what I think about sometimes? Side thing. Because I'm just like, is the cards coming out because I say the energy? Like, is it because I'm just like, oh, I feel like it's this type of energy, and because I say that, is that why the card's coming out? Or is the cards coming out because it was like a precedent, like the energy was there before I picked up on it, and so this is just confirming? I don't know, that's just something to think about, because there's like that test, right? The like wave particle test that says that there's no such thing as predetermined. There's just always ever changing. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking right now. Anyways, the tower is the energy that I was picking up on. Why did I take on a weird accent? I'm gonna pause really quick. Let me show you the cards though. We have the Son of Cups also. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Wands. Holy shit. I'm just gonna say, hold on, let me drink some coffee. Okay. So your energy packs a powerful punch is what I heard. I love that they always come through like that. Like they love, I don't know what that word is, where they start with the same letter. They always come through that way, but that's funny. Yeah, your energy packs a powerful punch. And I say that because of all this like lightning bolt. Lightning, OMG. It's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. Especially when you see like the bolt down, touch the ground lightning. It's a force to be reckoned with, and a force that don't nobody want to be messing around with. That's the energy of the Phoenix. It is like, imagine, you know, like a flaming fucking bird. Like the wings, the heat, the brilliance of the flame, but like the intensity of the power of the bird. Oh my gosh, I love that this came up. Okay, so this is gonna be a reading where I talk a lot. I'm sorry. I love that this came up of the powerful bird, because I last night was obsessively stalking. I was obsessively stalking these bird couple, eagles to be specific. This eagle couple, that there's like live streams because there's a camera up in their nest, and I'm obsessed. It's like a reality show basically. And I'm about that, except that it's just like, oh my god, like I'm just stalking the real life, you know what I mean? But I love every second of it. And so these powerful freaking birds, these eagles, their beaks, the intensity of it, like, oh my gosh, this packs a powerful punch, these birds, okay? But anyways, okay, I'll stop talking about them, but they're really cute, by the way. Their name is Jackie and Shadow, and you should totally go watch them too. They're amazing. But anyways, this is your energy. What do I mean by Packs of Powerful Punch? That means you are a person of power, of integrity, of like there's just something of loyalty, of I'm hearing a lot of words, of elegance, of responsibility, of maturity, of intellect, of spontaneity, of creativity, of all of these beautiful things that are wrapped together in an even more amazing package. And people don't know what to do with that is the thing. So like I said, it packs a powerful punch. You can come into people's life and just spark something in them, however that apply, you know, whether it's like platonic, whether it's familial, like whatever, like you just spark. But like I said, some people like don't know what to do with you, because that can also be overwhelming for some people. So you're just like, obviously not everybody's cup of tea, but that again leads to like what the original energy is, which is what you're transmuting, is ridding yourself of all of that. Because I feel like a lot of times like people made that your responsibility, like your baggage to carry, how you made them feel, because of your energy is a big ball of a lot, and that could bring up triggers for other people. And in some aspects there's like this, what's the little guy what's his name? Like I can't remember his name, but he's the one from it's not Harry Potter. Oh, Lord of the Rings. The guy that, you know, wants the precious. Okay. I feel like you also have the tendency to attract that somehow in people that want to like have you. I was gonna say hold you, but I think it's just have you in some way, shape, or form, okay? And then I got like the workplace, so this could be like, I don't know, just feeling overburdened. I don't know. Some people may take advantage of your giving state, or your openness to give of yourself, and this may be just being there for people, the fact that you're such an open ear. I don't know why I'm going off on a tangent, but these are messages that I'm getting, okay? So like I said, you pack a powerful punch, showing people the consideration, the nurturing, the whatever attention that they've not received, and then the lack of it could also, so it's something that you've had to shield yourself from. But in this case, I feel like all of that, this is a phoenix. It's a phoenix. It's not being hidden. Originally, remember I said I was getting like hermit energy. I feel like there is like this place of incubation that you're at, but it's about to like explode. Like this incubation, I feel like it's stored energy, and you may be feeling very lack of energy, like externally, or maybe even just like I don't know, just drained. Like there's a part of you that just feels tired, energetically, a little less fueled than normal. But it's because it's all going to this is a lot of energy. It's a lot of wands. Look at all of this. And it's all being stored tightly and compressed in order to be used as fuel for something, okay? It's a lot. We have the lightning bolt with the King of Wands. We have the lightning bolt here with the Tower. We have the Phoenix energy. We have this sacral energy, which is again a lot of fire action. Again, this is wand energy because wands are action. Then we have the 3, then we have the 4, which are about moving. This is movement. That's preparedness for movement. And And this may just be like in decisions that you're making, and it feels like a mapping out. So if it's going to be in the literal sense, so I'm talking about energy, but in the literal sense, this could express itself as dotting your I's and crossing your T's when it comes to handling things in order to release yourself of anything binding you in some aspects. So this could be like closing off leases, you know, like paying off debts, anything that could feel like something that's holding you back in order to be able to no longer have that. No longer have the like, oh, well, I can't do this because I have this thing, this, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I hate talking about I'm stressing myself out talking about this stuff. Just kidding. I'm so dumb. But you know what I mean, like taxes and debts and credit and bills and all of that legality stuff, government stuff. And then it's just like, okay, like I'm going to take the time. It's draining my energy, but I am taking the time to go through everything in order to process it, close it off, and move it along, move it out of my energy so that I can have what I need, like the clearance. You need the clearance. You need them to give you like the little, wave the little flags and be like, okay, go, it's your turn. That's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for your turn. The end. Just kidding. All right, let me get you some advice, guys. Cards. Thank you if you're still listening. Thank you for joining me for this nonsense. Stop it. Look, it's an eagle. I love it. See from a higher perspective. I'm going to close this reading off and I'm going to go watch those eagles because they're expecting, actually. They're like the cutest little couple. Like Shadow is always like showing up with a new branch and he's always like fixing the nest. And Jackie just lies on her eggs and she just like, he brings her fishes sometimes, and it's just like when they're taking turns, like she'll get off the eggs so that he can come and like sit on them for a little bit. And I think he likes it. He likes taking care of the eggs sometimes, because sometimes when she comes back, she's just like, all right, like I'm here, you can move so I can get back on my eggs. And then he's just like, nah, like I could stay here a little longer. And she's like, no, don't you want to be getting some new branches or something? And then he does. He goes and he gets new branches. And he's always fixing his nest. He's such a cutie. I love him. They're both such cuties. But anyway. Me obsessed with the eagle cams. We have the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Take note of intuitive messages. This is always the same thing, right? Like literally I should just come into every tarot reading and just be like, the guidance is to trust your intuition. And then just be like, the end. And literally, because that's what all readings are at the end of the day. They're all just saying the same thing. But in different ways. Are there any? Okay, I was about to get feisty with them. Oh, the eagle. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. This has been a recurring message again because you are in the incubation state, and it's just like when you're about to be birthed, it's completely unknown. It's a whole different ball game, right? You're just like, wait a minute. I was just in one place for this long and now this is completely different, and it's just like overstimulating to all of my senses and I don't know what to do with all of this. Something like that. But there's a need to trust. There's a need to trust the shifting energy that is the death and rebirth, that is that phoenix, as well as the tower. Remember, you're taking it into your own hands and crumbling what needs to be crumbled. This is taking your power. This is being a force to be reckoned with, right? Someone who packs a powerful punch. But that's what I got for you, loves. Yeah. I hope these messages resonated. Until we vibe again.